In the world of Roblox battlegrounds games that come and go, a game that maintains its players is a rarity. But today we shall figure out how and why Jujutsu Shenanigans is still one of the most popular battlegrounds games since its release earlier this year. Exhibit A, the many updates to Jujutsu Shenanigans. So I haven't exactly played JJS in about 3 months.
Kill yourself.
And since then, upon me returning to the game, it has gotten tons of updates that have changed the game in various ways since I've been gone. This includes small changes as well, like different colored trails on your punches, or even different dash punches for certain characters like Kakari. Vending machines are now functional too. And then you now have kill sound effects, which are hilariously toxic. Then you have the Awakening outfits, which was just genius to add because it makes going into Awakening feel more special. I gave myself a chef outfit because you know I'm out here cooking the competition. Then Sukuna now can literally do infinite black splashes. Well, kinda. You have to hit your opponent in the back with Divergent Fish to reset the cooldown and continue doing it, which I'm really bad at. But if you're really good, this can occur. Oh, this is just brutal. Why? No. He just did 4 black flashes in a row. Curse Strikes has also been nerfed a little as you can't freely turn it anymore, and you also have an air down kick variant of the move. The Gambling King himself, Hikari, got a major buff to his Awakening, so now you can do it more often when you don't exactly get a jackpot. And now Roulette Ball can bounce off of objects, which is really cool. And I have come back and Megami is free now, which means my boy Big Raga is also free as well, which probably means more chaos in public servers, which I love. But the character who has been getting the most love nowadays is Mahito. His first move, where he brings out 2 transfigured hammers, have been given an aerial variant where he slams down the hammer into the opponent, which is really satisfying to pull off. Mahito's blade mode also got gutted since the Force Strike ability can't combo extend anymore, which I and others thought was an L chain. They also gave him a 4th move while I was gone, and that is Body Repel, where he literally summons a snake looking thing out of his body that looks like the Alaskan bullworm from that one SpongeBob episode. I know, weird reference. The most annoying thing about this move is the fact that you can get thrown off the map with it in rank mode, which is weird. Promoted to run with Megami. Why? Then they just also recently gave the move a variant where you use up your Focus Strike and Body Repel together to travel inside of its mouth. And this can also throw people off the map in rank. Please fix the Z. Now onto the new things that have been added to Mahito's Awakening. Now for some reason, Z removed a lot of these moves from the Awakening in the recent update, but he realized this was kind of a dumb move, so he is re-adding them back, hopefully. Auto Transfiguration is exactly like the anime, where if you hit your opponent once, that allows you to instantly kill them if you hit it again, reshaping their soul, or what's left of it, I guess. Drill Splitter has a little bit of lore behind it. It used to be called Head Splitter, and essentially there was this glitch that happened where your character would lose his torso and would just be legs in your head, which looked very goofy. Z decided to change it to Drill Splitter, which is a move where you turn into Tasmanian Devil and drill yourself into your opponent to showcase dominance. Major boss! Then you have this Force Grab move where you transfigure your arms to extend and you grab your opponent and are able to slam them repeatedly. Of course, to get out of this on your end, you have to press jump repeatedly. The domain, I don't think got any changes, but it's still very, very fun to catch people in. Yeah. Oh, I did! Let's go, GG's! No way I got that off. As if Mahito couldn't delay the next character even more, Z decided to add another Awakening to him. Widespread Strikes turns you into the Flash as you circle around your opponent extremely quickly and attack them in the middle. Face Blitz is just as disrespectful as you drive your opponent's head into the ground. As with the recent update, Mahito's Awakening also got another move called Rushing Rushdown, where you grab your opponent and push them with your sheer speed as you throw them up into the air, which you can also use in tandem with Face Blitz, which I thought was pretty cool. But I really hope the next character comes out soon because there's so many cool characters that they can add over these double Awakenings. And I don't know if I'm gonna be banned for this, but did you know there's a reverse curse technique in Jujutsu Shenanigans as well? Reverse curse technique? Yeah, bro. Exploiter? I'm not an ex, bro. He's gonna get me banned. Dude, no exploits. Megami did get his first move reworked a little. Now you can use R and then 1 to basically make your bunnies come exploding out of the ground with you to surprise your enemy, I guess. And I didn't know you could ride Niue. See, I finally said it right. Instead of saying Inui, are you happy now? Everyone in the comments on the last video. Now on to Big Raga, who is basically finished, I think. Starting with the 3 moves that were added. Earthquake, which requires timing to hit, but basically causes you to break the ground underneath you and flings your opponent up. Takedown is just a little knockback punch, but another special move was just added, specifically for his adaptation mode, which is World Slash, which might be his best and coolest move so far. And I almost forgot, Maraga also got his adaptation, which if timed correctly can allow you to build resistance against basically any ranged or melee attack in the game. They even added 2v2s to the PvP mode, which can lead to even more chaos, which is what this game specializes in. Exhibit B, custom servers and game mode shenanigans. So Jujutsu Shenanigans has also given their talented builder players some more build logic to use in order to create better and more interesting maps. Z also added my most requested feature, which is custom servers, so that we don't have to risk getting our IP stolen in the Discord server anymore. While searching through custom servers, there were definitely some weird finds. Hotel, VIP or normal? VIP or normal? What are we doing? This is interesting because it's like, hey, yo, what the heck? Is me room or you room? Hey, yo, I'm leaving. I am so good on that, bro. And somehow the Roblox Tower Defense Brain Rot has also reached Jujutsu Shenanigans, a literal battlegrounds game. What? Wait, are people like acting like they're the Tower Defense people? Okay, then he's gonna attack me if I run by. Why are we role-playing a tower defense game, bro? What is this? But on the other hand, I was able to find quite literally the best map I've ever seen on this game. This is the Underground City, a custom map made by Ben Yoshimura. So basically, this might be one of the most detailed maps on Jujutsu Shenanigans, and even has some lore behind it. And it's crazy that this was actually just made by a community member. I mean, I even asked if he was a builder on Roblox, and he said no. But essentially, a supporter of the channel let the owner know that I was there, thank you by the way, and I was given a secret tour of this unfinished area of the map, which was at first blocked off by a death area, but the owner kindly opened the gate. I just had to include this in the video just to show you how talented the JJS community truly is when it comes to building stuff using the new build logic update. Jujutsu Shenanigans also added game modes, and that game mode is called Roulette, a set of modes that can really get wild. This includes a mode called Swap, which basically gives you a random set of moves from any character and just allows you to go insane with them. This can also bug out the game as a result, but it was really funny to play. Then you have the obstacle course game mode, which I'm pretty sure is bugged as it gives everyone the ability to one-shot each other. Then the last game mode is a mode where you have to kill 20 people, but the catch is everyone has low cooldowns and gains HP quicker. And you know I had to take the dub on this one. I have to also just mention that the maps that are here are mainly references to past episodes of the anime and are beautifully designed. Exhibit C, why Jujutsu Shenanigans hasn't been beaten yet. So after Jujutsu Shenanigans introduced its innovative destruction system to the battlegrounds genre, other games did try to take inspiration from it. But the one thing that will always make JJS more popular than them is the simple fact that this game doesn't take itself too seriously, and of course it is the originator of so many different features added on top of the battlegrounds formula. Let's take Jujutsu Beatdown for example, a game that now averages below 1k players and is quite underrated. This game is another Jujutsu Kaisen game with destruction, and it is some pretty solid fun and even adds some new stuff to the combat, including down slams and air combos. But some of the other stuff they tried to add, like the grinding rails, doesn't essentially do anything besides like making it easier to run away. Also, unfortunately, the game feels very clunky when fighting and honestly reminds me of Cursed Arena, but with destruction physics. The UI is also sort of ugly too, but most importantly, the game lacks sort of an identity. It just sort of feels like the game relied heavily on being another JJK game with destruction instead of trying to do its own thing, and this lack of identity is probably the reason why the game is dying, because why play this over JJS honestly? Then onto the game that was being touted as the Jujutsu Shenanigans killer, Realm Rampage. Now, Realm Rampage was extremely overhyped. Due to this hype, it released to over 100,000 players, but has slowly declined to the point where now without an update, the game averages even less than 10,000 players. So what exactly went wrong? Well, we could probably pinpoint that to a few things. First of all, Realm Rampage in general feels like JGS and TSP combined, and you may be thinking, isn't that a good thing? Well, yes and no. Realm Rampage will never be more popular than TSB, so copying the combat instead of innovating is basically pointless. Also, TSB just has way too many diehard fans, and then the destruction physics sort of get in the the way of a lot of the moves in the game and doesn't really fit the game in a lot of situations, unlike JJS where the game is built around destruction physics. Another big thing is that Jujutsu Shenanigans may not have the craziest move animations like TSB or Rampage, but that allows for Z to get way more creative with the things in the game, which is something Rampage failed to realize, which is why Aspector confirmed that he won't be updating the game weekly anymore because it's obvious that the game takes way too much work and optimization. Also because of his obligations to other games, as he says. TSB, since he won't confirm it. I warned everyone of this in my last video. Once players start to decline, Aspector has a really bad habit of slowly pulling the plug for many of his games, and he has done this before. And there are many screenshots of this guy just simply not being a good person, let alone a decent dev.
Damn!
Speaking of optimization, that's another reason why people prefer JJS, because it's very optimized for all devices. Unlike in Rampage where lag spikes are extremely common. And Rampage is also yet another game that lacks an identity. There really isn't a single thing in the game that I haven't seen in other battlegrounds games or just games on Roblox. And this game just again feels like an amalgamation of previous Aspector games or other games on the platform. So unfortunately, games like Rampage suffer from being unoriginal and therefore always loses something that was original. But as I say in every video, if you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content like this one, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.